everybody, and welcome to the Bob Stoops app. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everyone. I'm Brad McMullen, along with Hall of Fame football coach Bob Stoops.
Let me say hi, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays to everybody as well. Hope we have a safe and fun holiday.
Amen. This is a great time of year. You get to hang out with your friends, your family that you love, and watch a lot of great football. So this is a lot of fun, and we've got a lot to talk about in the Sooner Nation. We're going to begin, though, with some sad news as a member of the Sooner family unfortunately passed away unexpectedly.
Yeah, Jimmy Wilkerson, we had his funeral yesterday and got to see his beautiful wife, Jamie, and mother and family, and really tough, really a hard time. We recruited Jimmy after our first season, and beautiful man, a guy that could be that tough. First team All Big 12 guy 2 years in a row in 2001 and 2. I think he was a Rose Bowl Defensive Player of the game and the Cotton Bowl Defensive Player of the game. Yeah, but a guy that could play so tough, mean, and everything, to be so gentle, soft, quiet. Jimmy is a beautiful guy, so that was really hard. He's got a young family, and he was coaching at Carl Albert, and they just won the state championship.
Again.
The day after Jimmy passed, and his young son Maddox played in the game, and really hard. So it was tough. I got to see a bunch of former players were there to support his family and Jimmy, and so it is sad. So everybody, please keep that family, the Wilkerson family, in their prayers.
Wonderful people. I actually got a chance to meet him. Just a delightful human being, and a Sports Illustrated cover guy. He was one of your Sports Illustrated covers.
Yeah, take
Coach.
that, Texas.
That's right.
He was sacking Chris Sims. So Jimmy was a really great player, but a better man, a really wonderful man.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers with his family, and again, he will be missed by Sooner Nation. And talk about Sooner Nation, it has been an interesting last few weeks of the portal give and also taketh away. The number one overall player at any position chose the Oklahoma Sooners out of Washington State. This is big news.
Yeah, I love it. Matir from Washington State, the quarterback. Haven't met him yet. Can't wait to meet him. And it's what you need, with Ben Arbuckle coming here and his work with him, understands the system. That's got to be a big plus. So I'm excited about it, happy about it. I'm excited still to see Michael Hawkins playing this in our bowl game here, and because he's a really great player. I love the OU DNA he's showing, that he's bring him on. Whoever wants to come, and he plans on staying here and being the quarterback as well, and I love that. So. Hopefully it all turns out that way, and it's all positive right now.
Yeah, Michael Hawkins, obviously a superstar in high school out of the state of Texas. Sooner lineage, obviously his younger brother just signed with Oklahoma. You gotta love the fact that with NIL and everybody offering this guy money to leave, he's like, no, I'm gonna stay and compete. I don't care who you bring in. I'm going to fight for that job. I mean, that's an attitude as a coach you want to have in a player.
No, those are the kind of guys you want. And obviously he cares about this place and believes in himself and what he can do, how he can play. And so that's exciting. So I think it's – and, everyone looks at just their own portal, I think, sometimes. I'm noticing across the country everybody's portal looks similar. There's 11, 12, 15 guys in it, and you're getting guys, you're releasing guys, and that's just the way it is in today's world.
Yeah, and you're trying to get this roster down to that magic number of 105 people, which has been floated out for a lot of different areas. And when you're operating with 125, you just sign a new signing class, you've got to work those numbers the best way you can.
Yeah, and as long as everyone's on the same playing field, then you deal with it. And I got great confidence in Coach Venables and the staff that they'll work it the proper way.
And you talk about this, championships are created by competitive depth. You've got to have depth at every position. And talking about that quarterback position, John Matir comes in from Washington State, leading the nation in touchdowns. That's good if you're a Sooner fan.
No, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Not only throwing, but the way he can run the football and scramble, quarterback run plays. I love it. I think it's a big plus.
Yeah, On3 reported that Miami Hurricanes tried to get him, a number of other schools, obviously, and most recently, Toby Rowland reported that Bill Belichick, the newest head football coach at North Carolina University, Super Bowl champion, wanted John Mateer bad for his program as well.
Well, you could see why. Again, we just, talked about it. All the touchdowns, the running, throwing, all of it. Hopefully it'll translate here at OU as well.
All right, let's talk about the Sooners' big bowl game. They're playing a very good Navy team. If you didn't see the Army-Navy game, it's not so great because Navy just dominated Army, and that was a surprise. Navy was an underdog. Oklahoma opened up as a 9-point favorite in this contest. It is now a field goal, 3 points, because Navy's a really good football team at 9-3.
Well, they beat Army handily.
Yes.
And Army was 11-1.
Yes.
So that tells you. And I watched a great deal of the game. I was very impressed with Navy. So, yeah, they're a really good football team.
Yeah, sound team that doesn't turn the ball over. Going back to OU's positive of last year, in the 6 games that they didn't turn the ball over more than the other team, guess what? They were 6-0. In the other 6 games when they turned the ball over more than the other team, they were 0-6. Pretty basic, Coach.
We talk about it a lot. Everyone, sometimes says it's coach speak. Mm-hmm. It's true. You have to take care of the football.
Yeah, I got to take care of it.
Yeah.
All right, there are going to be a lot of new faces playing for the Oklahoma Sooners. It's because of the transfer portal, because of some changeover in personnel. You've got a lot of young kids getting an opportunity to step out in a bowl game on national television wearing the crimson and cream.
Yeah, it's different. I was out at practice just a week ago, and they're different faces. It is different, and it really is for everybody. There's who's in, who's out. It'll be interesting to really see and to see how it unfolds, with new players on the field, some players not playing, some experienced players that aren't going to play. So, it's hard to predict, what's going to really happen.
The good news for Sooner fans is it's not too far from home, about 3 hours at TCU Stadium. The Sooners are going to have a lot of people there. OU actually sold out their entire bowl game allotment in just 24 hours. That's great that Sooner fans don't have to go too far right after Christmas to see the game.
I love it. I love it that we sold out our allotment. That's great. You have to support the team, and so I love it that we'll have a big crowd there, and hopefully I know we'll show up. Hopefully we can play a really good game.
All right, let's get right down to it. Oklahoma favored by 3 points in the Armed Forces Bowl game. Keys to victory, Coach, goes back to the basics you talk about all the time. Control the football. Do not turn the ball over.
It's always a big deal. Take care of the football, win the turnover margin, win third downs. That's a big deal on staying on the field on offense, getting off the field on defense. All of it makes a big difference. And then I don't believe we'll outrush them. That's their bread and butter. But still rush the ball well enough and and control the ball.
All right, let's get to it. Oklahoma favored by 3 points. This is a game, if you're in Las Vegas, you want to run from it because this Navy team is really, really good. But Oklahoma has a lot of talent, but it's talent you may not be so familiar with.
Yeah, I'm going to go OU 24-20. I don't know. That's why that just popped into my head, but anyway, I think we'll play a really good defensive game, give our offense more opportunities, and I think Michael Hawkins will come out and play well, and we'll have some big plays, and I don't know. I just feel we'll be strong and win this game.
And I like your pick there because I think they're going to run the football on Navy's side. OU's going to try to run the football and control the ball, which means there's probably not going to be as many time of possessions with that ball, which means there's not going to be a lot of scoring. I like what you're saying there.
Well, and their defense has been okay, but not great.
Right.
So, hopefully we can find a rhythm and, make some good plays and, put up 24 points and win 24-20. I'll take it.
I like it. All right, we're going to be rooting on the Sooners and cheering them on. Again, from all of us here at the Bob Stoops app, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, enjoy, and go Sooners.